Alright, we're going to take a look at the new G6 turret by Ubiquiti. It comes in a white and a black version. I got the white. There's the part number right there, UVC-G6-turret-W for white. And I already took a sneak peek inside, but I put everything right back the way I found it. So open it up and there's the camera. Take that out. Has this cardboard thing. We'll deal with that in a second. And there's the mounting base, all in black. Next we have this backer plate, which I believe is for mounting and drop ceilings. It's kind of hard to get out. Here we go. Have the screw hole pattern maker, with a little level on it. And then we have a few different kinds of screws. Well, there's a little Torx wrench. I think that's a Torx wrench. And next is very long screws. I believe that goes with the backing plate. And then you have your standard, what looked to me like number 4 or number 6. I'm sure they're metric screws with just some wall anchors. Next we have the cable weatherproof connector, and to go with this they include three of the silicone seals, which range from 3.3 millimeters at the low end up to 6.5. I pretty much exclusively use the large one for outdoor shielded cable. And that is everything in the box aside from these little instructions, which we're not going to look at because it's no fun. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this, and then we're going to compare it to these other two cameras here. Let's get this cardboard off. Ubiquiti always has the most interesting packaging. And then we'll peel that off. Nope. Okay. So there's your camera. The camera itself is basically just a sphere, and then it has this Ethernet pigtail, which has become more prevalent on Unifi cameras lately. So the G5 turret, that's this one, had that, and then this is the AI turret that also has the same pigtail. So this one's kind of in between the other two in size. Let's do this. Let's put the mounting plate on so we can appreciate the size of it when it's put together. And this has a new method of mounting. The other one's screw on. This one, okay, so it has this kind of catch here, and I think you can orient this any way you want, and then you put it on, and then you drive this set screw in. So maybe that's what that little Torx wrench was for. Let's see. Okay, good. So then you can, oh, that's kind of that is a loosey-goosey fit. Let's tighten that some more. I am not a fan of that. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. It's just really loose. Okay, there we go. I just wasn't tightening the screw down far enough. It felt like it was in, and then it wasn't. Okay, that's pretty good then, right there. All right, let's do a quick size comparison. So tightening that also tightens the camera down. Interesting. So this is your G5 here. This is your G6 in my left hand. So it's not offensively larger, but it's noticeably larger. Like, it's quite a bit taller, and you can see if I put bottom edges together, it's looks like it's at least a centimeter, maybe 12 or 15 millimeters wider in diameter. Now let's compare it to the AI turret. AI turret has always seemed just offensively large to me. I don't really like this in a residential setting. It's just so big. But there's your comparison. G6 turret, AI turret. Got them from the top. Okay, let's take a closer look at this mounting base. So that's about to roll off my desk. So it has these rubber grippy parts here. That's what grips onto the camera. Like the other mounting bases, it has 4 mounting holes. And similar to the AI turret, it has this little cable lock thing. So the idea is when you feed, you screw this to your building or whatever, and then you can, if you're going to feed the cable out the side, which I normally don't like to do, you can lock it in place and kind of let your camera dangle while you sort it out, or at least it keeps you from dropping the camera. The thing is, to actuate that, you have to have access to the back, which means you're going to be holding this and attempting to screw this plate to the building while your camera's dangling. I guess that's the only choice. Yeah, okay. And then it had this removable hard plastic piece to seal that. Put that back. All right. Now, what I really want to know is if the screw hole pattern matches the other cameras. So I know the G5 turret and the AI turret both use the same screw hole pattern, so we're just going to hold these against each other and try to line them up. All right, those have lined up perfectly. So we can confirm that the new G6 turret uses the same mounting hole pattern. So that means that any kind of custom mount or junction box you have for, say, a G5 turret or a Turret Ultra will also work with the new G6. So the reason that's of significant interest to me is that we make these junction boxes for the turret cameras. So the G5 will fit on there, and the outside diameter of this is actually made to be the same as the AI turret. And now we've just confirmed that the G6 turret will work with these same mounts. There we go. It'll look like that. Let's put that all together here, see what that looks like. So every time Ubiquiti comes out with new cameras, I get to go buy one of each and make sure that it's compatible with our camera mounts that we manufacture. There we go. So that's what that would look like. It's not bad looking. And we make these in different lengths, so if you're trying to drop down from a soffit and clear something, like we make them up to 9 inches long. And these inner holes will attach to a single gang box, a junction box or electrical box, and they'll also attach to a round box. So that's why there's 2 sets of holes in there. All right, so is there anything else we need to look at with this camera? I mostly wanted to do the size comparison with the other 2. Let's get the 3 of these kind of lined up. It does use the exact same weatherproof connector as the G5 turret and the AI turret. And if you haven't seen these before, the way they work is you feed your Ethernet cable through. Well, first you put this end on your cable. You feed your cable through there, and then these actually break apart like that, and so you can fit that over your cable. And then so these all three of these things will be on your cable, and then you'll push this part in and you'll screw this part down, and that will squeeze that hole smaller, cinching it down around the outside jacket of your cable, making it weatherproof. I don't know that I wouldn't call it waterproof, but weatherproof. So, and this is becoming very popular on Ubiquiti's cameras lately. Anyways, let's get these lined up. Let's see if I can turn that guy a little bit. There we go. So there's your size comparison. So there it is. I haven't plugged this in and tried it yet. I know it's a 4K camera, has a improved sensor. This basically has almost all the features of the AI turret in a smaller package at half the price. So I don't know what's going to happen with the AI turret. I wouldn't feel compelled to buy one right now, knowing that I could get this. But I still think the image from the G5 turret is amazing. So do I really need to tax my NVR with more processing and more disk space for a 4K image, especially if I don't care about license plate reading and stuff? This has such a wide viewing angle. I think it's 109 degrees. I don't suspect the license plate recognition or the face recognition stuff will even work very well unless your subject is extremely close. So I still like the G5 turrets. I'm going to continue to install those on my own properties. But if you have any questions about the dimensions, I know Ubiquiti does a good job posting pictures of the dimensions on their website. If you need anything specific, I'm going to leave this out on my desk for a while. You can post in the comments, and I will try to get that for you and post back. But anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys later.